Do you guys have your notebooks ready? Are you guys prepared?
No.
So it's a good thing I didn't start then. Yeah.
Is it alright if we use our phones in class?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We have our notebooks then.
Okay. So I have here's the thing. I prepped for a lot of like which one questions because I wanted to like go rapid fire because I feel like if we did like write this down, like where was your first date or whatever, it would be fucking super long for 3 couples, but now we only have 1, so I'm gonna start ad-libbing a bunch. And
okay,
then
sounds good, man.
I'll save some of these for the next time. Welcome to the first annual GoBicker Newlywed Game Show. This is episode 69 of Not Really, But Kinda, and I'd say that we're a little bit of professionals. And so with me today was supposed to be 3 lovely couples, and is now just 1. And so we have our good CEO, CFO, CCO, Terrence, and then his
it's me.
lovely girlfriend, Molly. And so now what we're doing is we're gonna ask a bunch of questions and hopefully get a fight between them. So.
Yes. And I just say we've never had a fight. We've had our moments of both like, man, I fucking hate myself. But that's like that's it. So the fact
that's so surprising that you guys haven't fought yet.
We're a rock star couple.
Rockstar. So, all right, I'm just gonna go straight into it. This first round is basically, I want you guys to like point at who you think is the most likely to, right?
Okay.
And then if you disagree, I want to hear your disagreements, and then I will decide who the winner is.
Oh, fun.
Who's the most likely to embarrass themselves in public? Who's the most dramatic? Okay, all right. I didn't expect that one. I kind of expected Terry. Who's the most likely to get in a fight?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like you think it's you? I don't know that it is.
You're so nice.
But you know how I'm always like you're like I don't like confrontation, and then I'm like, excuse me, hi, excuse me.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're scared of everything, just like I am.
No, I'm not. But like I'll be like, okay, so I'm not like excuse me, I'm not all Karen, but like I'm like
Meow, can you help? Can you help a little bit?
And I feel like I at least do that much.
But
and also
when I do speak up, I'm straightforward.
That's only because I can't talk and I stumble over my words.
Okay, but I'm still more straightforward, so it sounds more intimidating.
Yeah.
And I'm already more aggressive than you.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, but then here's the thing. Think about this. Recall, if you will, anytime we've been in public and I see somebody without a mask on, or with the mask down, pulled down below their nose, and you notice every once in a while I start talking shit, which of course means whispering at Molly, going, God, I fucking hate this guy.
Dude, fuck this guy.
And I start speaking up a little louder, and Molly goes, stop it. But I think because of shit like that, like I'm always like, fucking you say something to me, I'm gonna bash your skull in, buddy.
They would say something to you and you'd be like,
You know, that's true. I was talking to my therapist about this. I have no follow through. That's true. It's true. That's the case.
It's a little known fact.
I just can't imagine you because of how you don't like confrontation.
I already fight you.
You don't fight me.
Yeah, I do.
When you fight me.
All the time.
Yeah, you do bite me a lot.
Just to look at the camera.
I don't know. I guess I'll agree. I can't decide. I think it's me. I'm gonna stand up for myself.
Okay.
I'll take them all down.
Just get them all. Just fight them.
Yeah.
Well, from the judge's unbiased point of view, feel like Molly gives off batter bitch energy. No
the
offense,
glasses?
Terry.
Is it the glasses?
Molly looks like Here's the thing. Molly looks like she could easily take somebody in a fight. So I feel like less people would want to pick a fight with her.
That's kind of true. I do. I feel like I had that kind of vibe in high school. I
Yeah,
don't
but
have
now
it
you're
now.
you're very approachable now. You're very
You're
like
smiling.
yeah. So I feel like people would want to start a fight with you more because you know how people just love picking on happy people.
Oh no! Now I'm gonna get bullied finally.
You're gonna get bullied. Yeah.
Ah shit! I'm gonna go walk past the school and people, all the kids would be like, "Look at your tits."
And they're gonna be like, "Look at your smile, huh, fucker."
Why you're looking all gay? Your gay smile. I mean,
All right. Well, following that, who is the most likely to finish a fight without backing down?
no.
Oh,
I know.
God.
Yeah,
Will.
God fights for us every day in our hearts against Satan.
It's too true.
It's me. I am so fucking stubborn, dog.
I have a sibling, so I have actual
I have
proof
2
that I will
siblings.
finish a physical fight.
A physical fight. I am more intellectual than that.
No, you're not.
Isn't it a physical fight? Yeah, I am. I'm a big old crybaby. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get into
exactly. So you're not gonna stand up
I'm
to
not gonna
anything.
get into a physical fight, but I'll stand up for myself and finish a argument fight. Look who just gave up right now.
I
didn't
wouldn't say
give
that's
up.
giving up.
You gave up.
No,
You-
I literally
you
did
just
it.
said- and you stopped. And here's how the rules work, Molly.
Molly did not give up.
Yeah. I did not.
Yes, she did.
Silence isn't giving up.
Yes,
I
it is.
shook my head. I was like, no.
No, see, here's the thing.
what
no,
I
no.
did.
Here's the rules of the fight. Here's the rules of the fight. Of an argument, specifically. If you start an argument, and then you have one person says a thing, then another person says a thing, and then this person says a thing, and this person says a thing. As soon as person B does not respond, the fight has been lost. Person A has won.
She said fight. She didn't specify argument versus physical
I did.
fight.
That is correct. I did not
So you
specify.
can't argue that. If she doesn't have we don't know which one we're fighting for.
Your Honor, which one are you talking about?
I fight in general. If you guys want to have a different answer for physical or argument.
Well, physical is me, and I still don't think argument
No,
is you.
physical fight is probably you, but that's only because I'm like slower.
Slower.
Yeah, I don't have like good reflexes or anything.
You'd get your ass knocked
but-
out.
Yeah, but I feel like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little less so now. But there was a point in my life I feel like where I was really good at like talking shit, and I feel like because of that I would do pretty good. And also, I just feel like when it comes to yeah, Molly, I'll fine. We'll agree. Whatever. you could fight a dude or whatever. But here's the thing. What you can't do is finish an argument. You just can't. It goes to me every day of the week.
Why?
Because this is all I do is talk. I talk. You heard me when okay, ladies and gentlemen. She came home today suddenly after work. I was in the shower. I was under the impression she called me, and I was under the impression she wasn't gonna be home for a little while. And so I was in the shower, and I was getting out, and I was drying off, and I'm just kind of fucking vibing and shit. And I'm singing "You Got a Friend in Me" in the bathroom, and I'm in my own home. I have no reason to even wear a towel or anything out of the bathroom, so I hang up the towel to dry. I open the door, and who's fucking looking at me with this pink ball of heaven next to me? It was terrifying. I almost shit myself. And I immediately covered all the giblets and bits. And she was like,
She's seen them.
I know, but it was it's like she
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
supposed to,
okay.
at that moment. It wasn't
Yeah.
okay. I thought I was home alone, and I was like, did you just how long you've been there? And because it was like fuck, I was just like singing and shit. I'm a man, men don't sing.
Men don't sing. It's true. It's a
for
little
the
known
ones
fact.
that
All
do.
singers are women.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't remember what my point of that was.
We were talking about fighting.
I don't either.
Why did I bring that up?
I don't know.
I had a point. I know I did. Anyway, my point was that I'm always making noises. I'm always singing and talking, and like this is episode 69 of this podcast, let alone the dozens of other ones I've done. So I'm just a better talker.
Except you don't talk first.
And
You can't finish something if you're not gonna start do it. You will literally be sitting in silence and you won't continue it, so it'll just keep going. So then I have to talk, and that means I finished it because I brought up the ending.
No, see, that's the exact opposite. You started it, and then I finished it.
No, I'm saying in the midst of it.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
fighting.
That's the midst of it. That's the middle.
And
you
then
can't talk about
it's silent, but it's still fighting. And then I had to bring up the end. And you don't end it. I'm still the one who ends it because I have to go over you and be like, it's okay, I love you. And then you're like, yeah, okay.
Oh, are you manipulating me, Molly?
What?
It sounds like you're manipulating me. You're taking advantage of our emotional states and then manipulating me.
What?
You said like it was so predictable.
Because that's what happens every time.
So?
So I'm even guesstimating that that's gonna happen again, and that's how it is. On average, that's how it ends. Average being 100% of the time.
It's not even an average.
That's just it.
So Your Honor, I think she's right.
Molly does bring up a fair point in that yes, you can keep a fight going. Because, Terry, you don't give up. But that is a very fair point that I didn't consider because I was in Terry's corner the entire time up until Molly mentioned that she's the one that ends it by bringing up the end.
Yeah, that's
It's a very fair point. So I think this one goes to Molly.
And that just proves my point.
I think it did, yeah.
Now, I think this one's very easy, and hopefully it'll raise the morale because I didn't expect the arguments to start so soon. Who is the most likely to be the star of a bad reality TV show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's most likely to care for the other when they're sick?
Yeah. I feel kind of
Molly just leaves you to die.
Well, no, it's not even that. I think it's just that I don't ever want anything, really, and I literally just don't want it really. I don't want her to do anything. Yeah. But then anytime she's in any sort of peril, I'm like, what can I do? She's
what do you want?
She's like, oh, my fucking hurts. I'm like, okay, should I want me to carry you around now, or what do we do? What's the plan? I'm immediately just like, what can I do to help? But
do I not do that to you?
Well, no, not to the degree I do, but that's only because I do it to a weird obsessive degree. It's kind of like I just kind of devoted my life to it, which I'm okay with, quite frankly. But
yeah,
so it's me.
And a story too. Who is most likely to forget everybody's birthday?
No,
it's me.
It's you.
Yeah, I was about to say, Terry, when's my birthday?
March 24th.
When's Chris's birthday? This one should be real easy.
August 17th.
Yes, because it's 10 days before yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's most likely to pass out while on a run?
It's me.
Who is most likely to get the most expensive gift?
Buy or to give?
Yeah, to buy
either way,
and give to your significant other.
Yeah, if it's receive, it's her. No,
it's to give it to somebody. Who's the most likely to give their partner the most expensive gift?
He's bad with money.
Yeah, I'm bad with money, so it's me. It's because it's not even cute. It's like, why would you do this? And I look, it was cute. And she's like, fuck, dude, how much was it? And I'm like, I can't tell you. You'll get mad at me.
Who is most likely to fall while hiking?
Oh, that's definitely me.
Who's most likely to forget something important, such as your phone or your keys?
It's Molly.
Really? I didn't expect that one.
I forgot my phone last week.
Yeah, so we were just all day, and I was like, oh, I should tell Molly. Oh, never mind. And then, yeah.
So wait, how did you find out that she forgot her phone? Oh, did you see her phone at the house?
Oh, I dropped her off, and then were we at work when you're like, I don't have my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And so it's like normal. I'll have to like message her when I'm gonna like when I get there to come pick her up, or she'll sometimes message me when I have to stay a little later. Oh, I'm done a little earlier. So I just had to be like, all right, I'm coming at this time. I'll either wait or you'll wait. I don't know. It's whatever happens. So.
Who's most likely to buy something that they don't need?
Oh my god, yeah. Jeez, it's so me.
Bad with money.
Yeah, I'm so fucking bad. I need to have an intervention.
Now, this one I think is gonna. This one I anticipate will cause a little bit of a stir. Who's the sweetest?
Oh no, it's Molly.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
and that's why I thought it was gonna cause a stir.
Okay, I have my argument ready.
Okay. Okay.
Your Honor.
I have the buzzer.
So every time I'm at work and I'm hungry, I'll say, Terry, I'm hungry. And you're like, what do you need? And you'll like go out and like, you'll buy me something or you'll bring me something. Everybody at work is like, oh, Terry would do anything for you. He's just such a sweet guy because he'll just bring me shit like pepper and things. Like just a spoon. Like
yeah, I did. I've done that.
Like he literally went to the grocery store and bought us pepper. And like you'll go and buy lunch for pick up lunch for everybody at work. Just like.
Oh yeah. Well yeah.
And you go in everywhere and you call everywhere first. And you're, like you said, you're always helping when I'm sick. Like, you're constantly, like, on the ready, like, super sweet.
Well, yeah.
And very appreciative.
Yeah.
When's the last time I've done something like that for you?
I think you would do it. But the reason that it happens that way is because I'm always here. And I have less going on. Like, a dedicated hunk of time that I have to be at a place where you have to be at the salon all day, every day type of thing. So like it's like you would do it if you had the opportunity. I know you would. Yeah, but also here goes back to the other thing where I was saying earlier with the sick thing. It's like I just don't really. I wouldn't ask of it because I don't. I'm like I'm fine. Like I don't
ask you to do anything.
No, well that's true. And I just make you let me. Yeah. But like I don't know. I wouldn't even mention I was hungry because I'm just like. It's not important to anything. I just keep trying to do whatever I normally do, just talking and.
That doesn't prove your point, though. It just proves that you're sweeter to me in general.
But if I was like, Molly, I'm hungry, and you were home, you'd be like, you would do the exact same thing. You'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, what do you want? I can bring you something. Because then what's fun about you is you'll like remember when you would come up to the depot when I was there, and just for like 10, 20 minutes before work, like you would like you could just like sit around at home where it's comfortable, but no, you come all the way to the depot. Walk all the way upstairs, park and go all the way upstairs. You'd pay to park, and then go all the way up, and then just sit for like 10 minutes just because you wanted to see me one last time before you went to work. Yeah. And you do shit like that all the time, though, too. And also, again, it goes back to the thing you said earlier about you always finishing the fights, too. You're like, because I don't know, I'm just really shit at it, so fights is a strong word. They are just like
tussles.
It's just, well, no, it's like two really negative energy balls, and they're just because we're all like swirling within ourselves, all angry at ourselves, and so and then it's kind of like clashing together, and so it just creates that bit of friction that's kind of uncomfortable, but there's no real issue between us, but anyway, so then I get all in my head, and you're smart and caring enough to just kind of push through whatever you're dealing with to comfort me, basically, even if it was something that initially you were upset about. Somehow you ended up comforting me, and you end it. But
you do a lot of like similar things all over the place as well.
I just do like chores, basically.
I've decided.
Okay.
At first, I was in Molly's corner, but that's just because she was talking first. Then she brought up a lot of good details, and then I was in Terry's corner because he mentioned how the fact that you paid money to see Terry for like 10 minutes. That's like sweet.
He paid to talk to me.
Oh, that's true.
How?
Before we even met.
On Bumble
on Bumble, yeah, because like the match went away, and I was just like, and I went and paid like the $3 or whatever because I was like, it's probably, I don't know. It never works out,
that's
but
so cute.
Maybe.
But
and then now here we are.
My conclusion is the answer is both of you because you guys are very cute, and I kind of want that bit. I want that bit clipped because it's very cute, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, like, you know, men and women relationships are always bad. Boo, hate my wife. And that clip is really cute. So I want that. That's very cute. Who's most likely to get an embarrassing tattoo? Like, embarrassing.
Well, I don't know.
Probably you, because I have mine all planned out, and they're all just like flowers.
That's true. Yeah, yours is. Yeah, there's this weird thing where like we're both in some ways really chaotic and in some ways very like linear and straightforward, but it's not the same ways between us. So like I'll do like she'll just like fucking toss garbage and clothing and all this shit everywhere, and I'll kind of be behind her picking it up and throwing it away and everything. But then I'll be like, what if we went jumped off that bridge? And she's like, well,
let's not.
I'm like, it's only like 5 feet down. There's just some mud. It'll be fine. And she's like, I don't know. And then also there's things like, I'm like, Molly, what if we just went and got tattoos right now? And she's like, brother, we don't know what we're getting. We don't know anything about this place. What if they shit? What if we don't like it? That's a permanent thing. And I'm like, but it'd be so like fun though. It's like,
oh my goodness. So it would be Terry?
I guess it probably would be, yeah.
Because if you're willing to do impulse tattoos, I feel like you'd be willing to get a silly tattoo as a joke, like
I would,
dick.
I wouldn't. Something. I mean, not anywhere like on my face or anything.
Yeah.
In a reasonable spot, but yeah, I'd get a dick on my arm or something.
Who's most likely to lock themselves out of the house?
Oh, that's Molly. Yeah. My mom did that twice in the same morning. I was trying to just I don't know. But it was at one point it was like the first time it's like 8 in the morning, and I'm like in high school or early college or something. I'm sleeping until like 1 p.m. every day, and there's this banging on my window in my bedroom because I was in the basement, and I was hoping it would just go away because I thought it was just something unrelated, but it just wouldn't. It was just this constant banging, and I opened up the curtain. It was my mom. She's like, I locked myself out. I said, oh god. She's holding my dog too.
Oh my god.
Porker, and he's just like, what's going on, man? Just kind of slips in, and I go let her in, and I go back to bed, and then a couple hours later, dunk, 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 dunk. And she's just going again, and I'm like, are you fucking? And I opened the curtain.
How?
Like, I did it again. And I'm like, how? What the fuck? I was so angry. I just wanted to sleep. And I had to go let her in again and again. My dog's just like, yeah.
She with the dog for a second time? What the fuck did she do?
I don't remember. I wish I did. But I was like, God, holy fuck, lady.
Abby.
That reminds me of the time
together.
That my brother and I got locked out of the house 3 times in a row within the span of half an hour. And so what happened was my brother and I both had house keys because this was like back in like 5th grade, when I was in 5th grade or something, and my parents both worked like 4 cities over, right? So my mom worked probably 45 minutes away, and my dad at the time worked like an hour's drive away. So it was like a good amount of time. So me and my brother like had our own house keys to get in after school. And one time I went in and I was like I put my stuff down, I unlocked the door, and then he told me that he had forgotten something outside. So I go outside and go back to the door. He didn't lose anything. He just locked me out because he's an asshole. We had a front door and a back door, and so he locked me out from the back door. So I went into the front door with his house key. I think I had his house key on me, right? So then he goes outside, so I lock him outside. Because, revenge. But he didn't have a key, so he takes the house key, right? From the unspecified location, because my family does still live at that house, and we keep the key in the same spot. So he gets that key, but he's like chasing me around, and so eventually he chases me outside of the house, and he closes the door behind him because we don't want like our dog to run outside. He forgot the house key inside, the spare house key, and he closed the door, and it was like an automatic lock thing. So it was like 3:45 in the afternoon, and I'm like, oh, funny, Marcus, where's the key? And he goes, next to the other 2. And I'm like, you
Oh.
did fucking not. And he was like, I may have. And I was like, you're joking me. So I like go to the front door and lo and behold, it's locked. I go to the back door. I see if I can open my window, which my house is a 1-story house, but it was like 10 feet off of the ground. Like you could see the basement above the ground. It was like really weird. So I see if I can open it. Can't open it. We can't get into the basement. The basement wouldn't even matter because the basement isn't attached to our house. Like you have to go outside and around.
Oh,
So
weird.
yeah. So eventually, I just kind of put my backpack on the porch and I laid down and I took a nap. And my dad came home at 5:30 and he like honks the horn and I wake up and he's like, what the fuck are you two doing outside asleep? And then I go, Marcus locked us out of the house 3 fucking times. And then he goes, you did not. My brother goes, I may have. And so, long story short, I'm very glad that I didn't get kidnapped because we were sleeping both of us were asleep on the porch for 2 hours. So
That's so weird that you're just like, well, we're locked out like a cat. What else can we do but take a fucking nap?
like, what else were we supposed to do? We didn't have phones at the time. The only phones we had were like
you just like play outside.
because we didn't have anything to play with, and I was pissed at him. I wasn't talking to him at all. I was so
that's
mad.
Actually fair.
Our dog was
like, I'm gonna go to
inside.
bed.
Our dog was inside. Thank God she was a small dog, so we gave her a litter box, and she used it. So that was taken care of. But yeah, so we didn't have cats, so it was like everything was fine except for the fact that we were locked outside. Thank God it was like spring and it wasn't winter.
Oh my God!
We would have frozen it out.
And you're just 2 corpses frozen.
just like,
Yeah.
That was a fucking nightmare. But yeah, so who's most likely to talk their way out of a speeding ticket?
I think, Molly, you have the advantage being a girl. You'd be like,
And I could cry.
hi, officer. Oh. And I'm like, sup, bro? Sup, you fucking pig?
No, you'd be
Oh my
all
God,
nervous and you'd stutter and
I
stuff.
know.
You'd be like, yeah, and they'd be like, sir, you know how fast you're going? You'd be like, no, yeah, it's nope, too fast. And then they'd give you a ticket and you'd
Too
be like,
fast.
don't do it again. And you'd be like, yup. And I would just cry.
Have either of you gotten pulled
yeah.
over for speeding?
No.
No?
I probably should have been.
Okay, I was about to. My second question was, do either of you speed?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're horrible drivers.
I'm a really bad driver. It's kind of ridiculous how bad of a driver I am. I kind of sometimes feel like I shouldn't have a license. But
I got pulled over twice for speeding. One was for going 85 and a 65.
okay, all right.
That was the first time I got pulled over, and it was in Vermont because I was driving on my way. I was like 5 minutes from the border. So they were like, this is fucking suspicious. So, and I was in the border going to Canada. So, and then I got pulled over, and then Nate and Madeline were in the car, and they were both like giggling the entire time. And the officer was like, do you know how fast you were going? And I was like, no. And he was like, you were going this fast. You were going 85 and a 65, but I'll mark it down to 75. And I was like, thank you, officer. And then I left, and I paid my ticket. The second time was like 6 months ago. It was like 7 months ago. And I was going 45 and a 25 because I was following my friends, because it was like the same weekend that I was moving into the house and into the apartment, and balanced out because on the right it says like 2 Myas on the left. What's wrong with my microphone?
Oh shit! I think I know. Better, I think.
Is it better, Tim?
Yeah, it's better. I think I know what's
Okay.
wrong. Oopsie, half the VOD's fucked.
For context, those who are watching video, Tim says the podcast is balanced out because Carter and Molly are on the right, and it sounds like there's 2 Myas on the left.
Oh, that's funny.
Hopefully that's fixed. And so I got pulled over for going 45 and a 25 because I was following my roommate's mom because she was driving to Walmart, and then I was in the tail end of the train, so I just happened to be pulled over, and Connor, my other roommate, was in the car with me, and when it was a very young police officer, he was a dude, and so when he pulled me over, I was just like, hi, and then he was like, do you know how fast you were going? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, how fast were you going? I was like, 45. He was like, have you ever been pulled over for speeding before? And I was like, yeah, in like July of last year. And he goes, all right, can I have your license and registration? And I was like, yeah. And so as that was happening, I gave him my license and registration. He went back to the car. And as that was happening, I was like, okay. And I started texting my mom, because like my registration was, or not, my insurance was expired, but my dad had renewed it, but he didn't give me the physical copy of it.
Oh, yeah.
So I was texting my mom because I was like, hey, I need the insurance. And so then I started like fake crying, and the dude comes back and he's like, hey, it's okay. Like, you know, thank you for telling me the truth. You don't have to cry. I'm just going to give you a warning. Like, hey, you're fine. And I was like, thank you so much. And then, so he goes back to his car. He gives me the warning and everything. And I start driving, and I'm going like, and Connor's like, what? And I'm like, oh, don't worry. I wasn't actually crying. And he's like, that's fucking worse. What's wrong with you? And I was like, I didn't want a ticket. And he was like, so you fake cried? And I was like, yes, motherfucker, I don't have money. Wait. He was mortified because like I was texting my mom, like, I was texting my mom to get me to cry because I wasn't going to cry otherwise. I didn't even like really shed any tears. And he was like, I was like, I thought that you were so upset, and I was like so worried. And then I was like, no, I'm fine.
No, bro, I'm fine.
I've had that before. Yeah, and so after that, Connor, like kept bringing up the fact that I fake cried in front of a cop, and it's like, I'm not gonna give pigs more money.
Well, also, yeah, I feel like that's not that big of a deal. Like,
yeah, no.
Yeah. So anyway, I think the point probably would go to Molly, because are you keeping track of these points, by the way?
No, because these aren't like argumentative points. Because it's like if both of you agrees, like then it's just like I could be like, oh, who's the better hairstylist?
Pointier.
And then I could just like give it all to Molly. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay,
so I'm gonna do the ones where it's like you have to remember something. Okay. Who's more likely to steal candy from a baby? Oh.
Yeah.
I was anticipating Terry.
I wouldn't think about it. And I had to think of like I just wouldn't cross my mind, but I could see Molly being like, just, and then the baby's like, bruh,
dude.
And then Molly's like, I don't think she would, but she is more likely because of how she would just kind of like.
Following that train of thought, I think I know who this one's going to. Who's more likely to get into an argument with a child? like a verbal argument.
It's me.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'd be like, Tommy, no, that's not how the earth works. No, see, Tommy, you're in first grade, so shut up.
You don't know.
You'll
anything.
learn this. Oh my fuck, Tommy, shut up. No, you. Yeah, I would.
Who? Now, we've established before in this episode that both of you are bad drivers. Who's the worst driver? That was fast.
I don't go 80 and I'm 45.
That doesn't make me a bad driver. That makes me a reckless driver.
Oh my god!
Yeah?
That's literally criminal speeding.
What can I say? I'm a bad boy. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think that's that big of a deal.
It's almost like double.
Oh, well, because, yeah, there's this bridge where there's never any cops. And she's like, we don't need to tell her about this bridge. Because the bridge, speed limit's probably like 55, I think.
Yeah.
And we generally go like 100. It's
I don't
like
think
a
I've
nice
ever
opportunity.
exceeded like 90.
Oh yeah, no, it's a nice opportunity to see. Hey, how good does my car accelerate? How fast can I get? Turns out my new car does not accelerate.
My Nissan 2004 goes faster.
Yeah, I have a 2013 Chevy Equinox, and yeah, this fucking pile of garbage that's just driving around is way better.
So, wait, Terry, who do you think is the worst driver?
I mean, for a different reason, I think it's me. I don't think it's because I speed. I think it's because I can't like park for shit, and I get kind of like all topsy turvy and everything. Now, can I tell you,
park
Molly,
sideways.
this is gonna be rude. This is gonna be rude. Can I tell you who's the worst passenger?
Well, yeah, but I get that from my mom.
What, does she backseat drive?
No, well, sort of. I don't know. She gets real angry.
I get very panicky. It's scary. I don't like being the passenger.
Yeah, it's a.
My mom screams at my dad. Like, she'll be like, head looking to the back. She'll be like, Steve, stop it! She's like screaming at me. He's like, I'm literally slowing down at a stoplight, Dawn.
My grandma does that too. And
Dawn.
She's like, Tim, and she's like, Linda.
Did your parents ever, because this is what my mom did to me when I was like training how to drive. What is it? You're doing learning how to drive. Yeah. She would like, in the passenger seat, she would start slamming on like the fictional brake, like if she were driving, because like she was worried that I wasn't gonna slow down. And like, because that's like one of my flaws, is that I slow down way too late. Because I just like, instead of like going, I go, and I just like stop the car.
My sister does.
Your sister, yeah. I did that a lot with Molly at the very beginning, where I'm just like,
And she yelled at you.
no, I just kind
Yeah,
of got
it's
used to it.
scary.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
It's
it is scary.
You just slam on the brake at the last minute.
I do?
Yeah, you do. I've yelled at you about it a couple times.
I only do that when I miss turns.
No.
Yeah.
I think so.
No, I've yelled at you several times about it, and you're like, no, I don't. I'm like, literally, you do.
I know what I was really bad about at first was I'd be way too close to people. I'd be basically
Yeah, but that's the
tailgating
same
them.
thing.
No,
You
it's
still
not.
do that, too.
I do?
Yes, you do. When anybody, like, cuts in front of you or is going too slow, and you're like, fucking speed up, and
Oh.
you're right on them.
No, that's different though. That's an intentional thing. I mean when I used to accidentally like be on people's asses, and you're like, you should probably back off.
No,
a
you're
little bit.
still like that, and I think it's because you're so ready to go fast, and they're not, so you're right up on them constantly.
I'm like, get out of my fucking way. I want to go fast.
Terry,
I'm Lightning McQueen.
are you one of the people that will like, if somebody's going like 5 or 10 over the speed limit, you'll still be on their ass?
Mm-hmm.
You would fucking hate me driving because I go like the speed limit ever since, you know, I got pulled over twice. I go the speed limit now. You would
fair.
fucking hate me. And I think you would especially hate me because whenever I'm going the speed limit, or especially if I'm going over the speed limit and somebody's still on my ass, I intentionally slow down just to piss them off.
Yeah,
We do
no,
that
I
too.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We do both ends of it where I'm like, 10 on the freeway? Sounds good to me. Even the minimum speed is like 40.
Yeah, and you're just
And
like,
I'm like,
you deserve
oh.
it.
This guy's an asshole. We're back bumper to bumper traffic, and he's being this dickish. Like,
Yeah.
none of us can move, so I'm going to make it even worse for you. Fuck you. Or, like,
Eat my
getting on exit ramps, and they can't go around at all, and I'm just like, slowly drifting forward. Great.
Who is the boss of the relationship? Who's like always in charge?
It's Molly.
I kind of anticipated that.
And it feels like it's like, I know there's a whole like, it's like, you know, the whole with the I hate my wife kind of humor always mentions how it's like the boss is always actually the wife, and she always
Yeah.
and I feel like it's like we have that situation, but not that dynamic. Where it's
Yeah.
just kind of like she's just kind of the boss. I don't know. I'm just kind
takes
of
charge.
I'm just happy to be here, man.
Happy to be around.
Yeah.
All right. I think now we're going to go into the section where I ask one of you a question and you text me what the answer is.
Oh.
And then I ask the question again. So, who would like to be the first? And then I also assume this one will Because I'm gonna take who I ask for face value. I'm gonna say that that's the correct answer. But you guys can argue over which one is correct or not.
Oh yeah.
And then
okay.
I'll keep track. And if the person who initially responds concedes, then the point goes to the other person.
All right.
So I will ask the first question to Molly. Where was your guys' first kiss?
So, and then do I do anything?
Yeah. Once she texts me, and then I'm like, okay. And then I'm going to ask you the question again, and then you're going to vocally tell me where it was.
Oh, okay. All right.
Terry, where was your and Molly's first kiss?
It was on this very futon, basically exactly where I'm sitting, except it was in her apartment downtown.
We were actually flipped.
We were flipped, yeah.
Oh, okay. That is correct. So Terry gets a point. Here, I'll push it all in Flavor Town. Or I'll keep track of what the fuck are you doing? Terry, Molly. Alright. So that's 1 point for Terry. Terry,
Yeah.
where was your guys' first date? First official declared date.
Oh,
And then
okay.
text me.
Yeah. Oh, I just say it.
Yeah, you're just like, this is where it was. And Molly's like, there. All right. Molly,
I think that's
where
the
was your
name.
two's first date?
Yeah, no.
Chester Park.
Does Creek
True.
count?
I'm calling it the
Yeah,
same.
it is. It's Chester Creek Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1 point for Molly. I gotta get I think this one. I'm gonna ask Terry this one because I remember Terry was the one that told me. What movie was playing the first time you guys had sex?
Oh, yeah. Do I text it?
Yeah, you text me. Because I distinctly remember this.
I know she remembers, but I hope she doesn't.
Remember.
You don't? Oh, Molly, it's a really good one. You're gonna like this one.
Molly, what was the movie that was playing the first time you two had sex?
Was it American Dad? No, what was it? I don't know.
Is that your
The
final
answer was, oh, hold on. I gotta bring out my buzzer again. The answer was Despicable Me.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it since.
No, I haven't either. But anytime I see a minion, I'm like, ugh.
All right, Molly. Let me think of a question. I don't have these questions. Maybe I'll write it. Maybe I'll Google it. Molly, what did you wear on your first date? Do you ever have to rip skin off of your fingernail? And you're like, that
Oh,
hurt.
yeah.
That was me just now.
Do you remember?
Terry, what did Molly wear on your first date?
Oh, it was those black jeans, and that I can't look for answers. Those black jeans, and then I want to say it was like an army green, but I know you don't like that color, so it wasn't. But it was some sort of like a, not kind of poncho-y, I think. And then you had like tank top then on underneath that, and then your hair was still like that, like shoulder length or so, and it was like newly black.
Can you elaborate on the poncho-y?
I don't know what it was exactly. It was like a bigger shirt over like a tank top, and it was kind of like a camo-y kind of color, but not camo pattern, you know?
Molly, would you consider that correct? Would you consider that close enough?
It's probably close enough.
Yeah, he got the majority.
What is the shirt?
It was a mesh top.
I had my mesh
Were you wearing a mesh top?
turtleneck.
Oh no, I don't feel like I got that because she wears that all the time. I feel like that I should have had a more solid
But
guess
I
about
probably
that.
had a tank top on over that, because then I
Yeah,
would take
but then you had like another like
a
sweater.
sweatshirt. It was just a sweatshirt, and then I took that off at one point because it was hot.
Yeah.
And I had my mesh long sleeve and my black tank top and my black jeans.
Are we're revoking the point?
I kind of think you should. I feel like I didn't remember that much detail.
Okay.
Point
You did a good
revoked.
job.
I gotta be fair.
I'll go back to Molly for this one. Molly, who said I love you first?
Oh, this one.
Is this easy?
Yeah.
Is this a gimme? All right, Terry, who said
Yeah,
I love you
it was
first?
me.
Yeah, okay.
I think the hypothetical thing is, if I didn't say it when I did, who would have said it first? Do you still think it would have been me?
I would have brought it up that night.
You would that
Because I
night?
knew you were going to say something about it. So I was like, I wanted to bring it
make
up
me?
first.
What would you have said? Do you think?
I don't know. I didn't think that far. I was just like, we're going to say.
Hey, do you have any three-word phrases you've been thinking
That
about
you
at all?
wanna use?
No, I said it first. Because I wrote it on your back.
Did that?
We were playing that.
I guess, sort of. But then I also said it that same night, same way.
Yeah, but I did it first.
So wait, is that how you said I love you, or who vocalized?
No, I actually,
love you
I was the
first?
first one to vocalize it.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll count that one. Even though Molly may have technically expressed it first.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
All right, Terry, what is Molly's favorite show? Wait, no.
No, you should.
I
That's
guess-
a good question,
yeah.
but
Molly, what's your favorite show? Terry, you have to tell me what her favorite show is.
what is my favorite show? Yeah. Wait,
so
she
Molly, you
texted
can
me?
text me. Yeah, Molly can text me, and
Oh.
then Terry, you tell me what her favorite show is after. Because I was gonna do Terry, and then I was like, no, because we all know it's Doctor Who. So that's just like
Yeah.
a gimme.
I don't know if you'll get it. Because I feel like I have so many that I like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's the one that right now you'd be like, oh, okay, nah, that's number one. Is it Northern Exposure?
I love that show. It's not that.
Terry, what is Molly's favorite show?
I don't know. It's 100% a cartoon. No, is it? Because I'm also like it could be Charmed. I don't know. But like I feel like it's either The Simpsons or Charmed.
Take your pick, Terrence.
He talked about Charmed. I'm gonna go Charmed.
Charmed is her favorite TV show.
Yes.
Do you like the
The Simpsons or
Do you like the
Yes!
new version or the 90 or like the whatever older one?
older one?
That's a fucking good show. I like that show a lot.
I'm a genius.
That's another point for Terry. I gotta
You
give
got it.
Molly more questions. So Terry, these ones you're gonna get your phone out because you're gonna get ready to text
Oh yeah.
me.
Okay. All right.
Terry, what is your silliest fear?
I don't know if I even know because I don't have like the trees underwater dumb shit.
Was that this show or was that like one of
I
the last
thought-
episodes of Krusty Pickle Grandmas?
I'm not sure. I think maybe it was Krusty Pickle Grandma's. I think that might be like an old
It's an
thing.
old one.
My silliest fear. Do you have one? Do you think you're thinking of?
Yeah. I don't know if you necessarily find it silly.
She's about to roast the shit out of you.
It's really funny. All right. Wait, that's a legitimate fear. The only one I can think of is
You scared me by texting me. I was like, who the fuck's texting me? Even though it's literally the game that we're playing right now.
All right, I got one in.
All right. Molly, What is Terry's silliest fear?
Snakes?
Snakes?
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's a silly fear.
I think it's silly. That's what I'm saying.
It's not. It's a
I don't
legitimate fear.
I don't know your other
It's a
fears. That's the only one you talk about, and you have bad dreams about it.
Terry's silliest fear is making phone calls.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That was a way sillier fear.
I wouldn't say that's a fear of yours. I feel like you do them pretty frequently and regularly and fine enough.
I suppose. What the fuck?
Terry, what is your favorite restaurant to go to or order from?
My favorite restaurant. Oh, I feel like I do have an answer that I'm just not thinking of. You know, now it's taking me a second, but I think this is it.
Definitely ready to judge you if it's not a good restaurant.
Well, yeah, I don't
Okay,
think you know.
I wouldn't know.
Or maybe I don't know if I should say anything. What is that?
Molly, what is Terry's favorite restaurant?
Cloud9?
OBS just crashed.
Cloud9. Incorrect. Bridgman's.
I think it's Brisbane's. I really like the diner kind of aesthetic, and I really like getting like French toast and breakfast foods, and they do really good breakfast foods.
Yeah, I would not have guessed that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have either. So, I think you're good.
Terry, what was the last date you and Molly went on?
Ooh, because yeah, we've only had like a handful of things we've called dates. So now, yeah, so Molly, I guess this is gonna have to be the question of what have we called dates, and what am I gonna consider to be the last one? That's what you gotta figure out. And I'm not sure. Let's see. There's. You know, I think it might be this. I think it might be this.
Molly, what was your and Terry's last date?
Oh, OBS crashed again.
Again?
Yeah. We might just lose video for the rest of this. Or maybe it's still recording. Well, whatever. We're just gonna have to deal with it. It's fine.
Oh, is the stream just kind of over at this point?
Apparently.
Molly, what was your and Terry's last date?
I don't know. I feel like my timeline's all messed up. I have no sense of the past.
That's true.
I guess the last thing that I can think of that was date-esque was that day we went to like Pottery Burn and Costas Euros.
Yeah. Yep.
And we went shopping
Molly?
and we bought your car.
Yeah.
So the
yeah.
original that is not the original answer, but because Terry's conceding, you get the point.
Yeah.
What did you put?
I wrote when we went and saw Goonies before you went camping that one weekend.
Oh, that was forever ago.
I know, but I was thinking we just don't go on like dates that often.
Yeah.
Except for going to Pottery Burn and all that. That was definitely like a date day.
Ooh. Who's texting?
Sorry.
Molly, what is your partner's, in this case Terry, best personality trait? So Terry, you have to guess what you think she would say your best personality trait is.
So I have to. Oh wait, she's texting you.
Yeah, she's texting me.
Okay, I'm really bad at like rules and things like that.
When
I get really confused.
I'm trying to like give you guys the same amount of questions each, so that way it's fair. So I'm not just like playing catch up with how many points everybody gets.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna start alternating because I did 3 for each of you.
Okay.
At least I think I did. Let me double check. Yes, I did. My Discord is going the fuck off. Alright.
Popping off.
I don't know what my favorite one.
Terry, what does Molly think your best personality trait is?
What
Or
mine
did I say
is?
personality? Yes. What
Alright.
What does Molly think your best personality trait is?
I think she would probably say like kindness or something like that.
Is that your final answer?
I think so. Fuck, is it funny?
She thinks you're funny.
Fuck.
She thinks
God
you're
damn
a
it.
funny little dude.
That was my other answer. I was like, that's what I would have said, but I didn't think that's what I thought she would have been like, but he's so nice.
But he's so kind. Terry,
Yeah.
what's Molly's hidden talent? Oh,
You're not,
that was quick.
I know what I think, and I think she knows what I'm gonna say.
I don't. I have no.
No, really? Oh, I thought you would. This is I think it is, even though I know that she doesn't agree, and I don't know what she would say. I said that to you, right? Yeah. Okay, good.
Yes. You just sent it to her. Molly, what does Terry think your hidden talent is?
Singing.
Yeah.
Molly, you. I had to switch tabs really fast. Molly gets a point.
Wow. Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
Because you bring it up all the time.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm just trying to say silly, and then every once in a while I catch you, you're like, ooh. Yeah.
No, I can't sing, and I promise you.
And I guarantee you that.
That's a
Molly.
Molly guarantee.
Molly, where is Terry's ideal vacation?
Oh, I
This is hard.
have an answer.
I'm trying to give you each like fair questions, but it's hard. It's hard to tell because I don't know how well you guys know each other. I would assume well because you're living together, but
Yeah, but yeah, it's like what
when's your
things.
guys' anniversary? When did maybe I should
Oh,
that'll be another
that should be a
Never mind.
question.
Yeah,
Because
that'll be
no,
another
here's the
question.
thing, Myia, I know it 100%.
You know it? Okay,
Because
that'll be
I
your next
basically was the one who made it up, but
Yeah.
and I mentioned it a few times, but she may or may not know it, and I'm not gonna be offended if she doesn't.
It's the anniversary of like when we met, or like
That's what we
started
we're-
talking.
I'll ask the question.
I would say I would allow either. But I'm thinking like the day I've said is like our anniversary, and I think the day we're going to celebrate it is the day we first met. So if you remember that day, which I do. Now I'm second guessing myself. Hold on.
Don't check. What if I decide to make it that day?
I think I know it. I have it written down, and I'm second guessing myself because I'm like, wait, is it?
Terry, where do you think Molly thinks your ideal vacation is?
What is my ideal vacation spot? It's Japan.
What?
That would be the greatest place to go. I want to go to Japan.
I've never heard that before.
Yes, you have. We've talked about it.
No, I just thought it was your ideal. I know you want to
I
go
don't know
there,
who
but I know
give
you
the
want to go to a
point
lot
to,
of
'cause
places.
I did just.
Oh, so I guess you're right. Hold on. I take it back.
You're conceding?
Hold on.
Is
I'm
it-
switching my answer because
Oh.
I guess I misunderstood it within my own brain. I'm gonna say jolly old London, England.
London, England.
Yeah.
That was my. I don't want to guess
No
that
points
either.
given.
Why you know why that
I want
is?
to put that
Ladies
as my
and gentlemen,
top.
does anyone know why
Yes,
that would be?
we all know why it is, and I didn't put it there because I was like, no, that's like for a whole different reason he'd want to go there, not an ideal vacation.
At first, I was like, no, I actually don't know why you want to go there, and now I can take a stab at it.
Alright, I'm done. Sorry.
Terrence.
What did she say?
She said San Francisco.
Ooh, that is a really good one. Oh shit, she might actually be right.
Because you're talking about
Oh?
wanting to go there and you want to live there. So I was like, oh, yeah, so that's like a good vacation spot where you might want to go. And I was like, it might be like London or like England or somewhere
it?
because of Doctor Who, but he doesn't want a vacation
Molly
there.
That's
gets
it.
the point.
That's it.
For
Let's
some
see.
reason, I thought Molly had already told you, so I was about to move on, and I didn't realize that we hadn't discussed the answer.
No, and listen, here's what I'm realizing too. Molly knows me better than I know myself, and I think
That's
that's
fair.
interesting.
I'm just there
Terry.
to organize your brain.
Yeah.
Now, this one might be a heated debate. When did you two officially declare that you were dating?
Oh yeah, I guess we do have different answers for that. You're right.
Yes.
Okay. So should we both text you the answer? Or what's...
Yes. This will be the final round, unless we want to keep going.
Yeah, this is it.
Officially dating?
This is the day that we have in the past said we are officially dating. No. This is
she said what we're
anniversary, right? Because I don't think we
anniversary
know what
of when you guys are official, like when you guys were like, hey,
well, no,
we are a couple.
So,
now.
no, she wants the date of when we officially said, okay, yeah,
you
we're
know that
dating.
day?
No.
I don't either.
Do either of you?
I no, but we do know we have anniversary dates. What is the day we've declared our anniversary? Can we do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're gonna be different, and we're both
you
gonna have
sure?
separate reasons.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's see.
Okay,
Maybe,
yeah, I want to see
maybe
it.
not.
I want to see how different they are. I hope they're both in separate months. I think that would be funny. Like one's like, hey, we should celebrate on December 1st.
Oh, well, the year's 20. I didn't put
Oh! Okay. They were substantially different.
that. Wait, can I?
Terry.
Can I guess hers?
Yes, you can guess each other's.
Is hers March 15th? Or no, 17th. 17th.
It is not.
Okay, what's mine, Molly?
I don't know, April 7th.
Molly's correct. Molly gets
knows
the
me
point.
pretty good. Molly gets a point for that.
You were very close. Molly's was March 16th. I want to know why both of you have different days. Because I would have figured that, Terry, yours would have been earlier. I don't know why, but I just kind of assumed yours would have been earlier.
Yeah, I get why you might assume that. Well, mine is, that's the day we first met in person. And so it was like, and we basically haven't been separate since. So that's why I was like, this day. But
Pretty much, yeah, that's fair.
March 16th is when we first started talking, and we haven't stopped talking since.
that's a fair point.
Also true. Also
But-
fair.
And it's not even just talking as friends. Like,
Yeah.
it was just kind of like straight from the get-go.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like, isn't that kind of crazy that we haven't known each other not as like romantic interests?
That's kind of the beauty of dating apps, though.
Isn't it? Yeah. It's like, I think we're like a freak accident. We shouldn't have happened. But
And it wouldn't have happened if you didn't pay those $3 to keep the Bumble chat alive.
you're exactly right. So I guess the question is, Myia, as a judge, who is correct? Is it the first time you're together, or is it the first time you meet and you talk?
Given the nature of your two relationship, where you started romantically talking to each other right off the get-go, I would say your first date together, probably, because you're still getting to know. Because like I've like matched with people on I'm sure all of us have matched with people on dating sites where you are romantically talking to them, but you never even set up a date. You know what I mean? So I feel like the date.
I think that. Thank you, Myia. Yeah.
I think the date would be it. So Terry gets a point for that, but Molly also gets the point for guessing the date correctly.
All right.
So, can you hear that? Is it?
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm so nervous.
The winner is Molly. Molly
knew
knows
it.
Terry better.
Yeah. No, Molly. Of course you do. Are you kidding me?
Molly's observant. Molly is the
Yeah.
winner of the GoBicker, not really but kinda, annual game show.
Whoa.
Spinny wheel. Maybe that'll be my thing. Maybe that'll be my show. I just start doing like random game shows. I'm just like, wee.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
Eh,
If you didn't know,
Is he?
this has
You know.
been...
This has been a wonderful
Uh,
time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you
yeah.
for being here, for watching till the end. Thank you two for being here. The only two that showed up.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
You guys get like, I'm gonna do something. You guys can like put on a crown or something for the next
Yeah.
time we do it, when ideally the other two couples are here.
Yeah.
No shame to them. Kit's always busy and Chris wasn't feeling well. But still. Yeah. Hopefully you guys will join us in the future. I assume we're ending the podcast, so
we are.
I'm gonna do the outro.
Yes.
I'm in charge now. I'm the CEO, CFO, CCO, CPO, C3PO. This has been Not Really But Kinda, where we're a hit internet podcast. Not really, but kinda.
Kinda.
You can find us on a lot of social media things. You can go to GoBicker.com where we have a link tree. Not a link tree, but we have like a ton of links. You can go to our merch store. You can go to youtube.com / a bunch of weird numbers and letters because we're not big enough to have GoBicker. So you can search us on YouTube and please subscribe. And also maybe subscribe to us on Twitch because while Terry doesn't like it when I read the chat, I like to read the chat. And
I do too. I mean.
Okay. So I'll read the chat like Tim's instance. And you'll see cool content like this from now on. Because we're cool. And we're surprisingly keeping a consistent schedule, even though we haven't, like, spoken to each other since the beginning of quarantine.
Yeah.
So, hey, who's to say? Maybe next week we'll set some paper on fire.
Whoa.
Who's to say? Not me. Not really.
Or me.
But kinda.
But
that was not a bad outro.
No, you didn't.
I probably forgot a lot, but
Yeah, I think you got the basics.
I pay attention sometimes.